Going on YouTube? What's going on with my Patreon friends? How we all doing today? I realized I missed a week of Arctic Monkeys. That I apologize, my friends. So this is a special Patreon request from my friend Ams, and I appreciate this as per usual. And I just right now realized that I forgot to message you back from earlier, but we'll get to that. By the time I post this, I'll have messaged you back. So this is Arctic Monkeys featuring Miles Kane. Happy birthday, Alex's mom, and 505. I'm assuming 505 is the song at Glastonbury 2013. Looking forward to this one. I obviously don't know what the song is, so this is going to be another kind of blind reaction. The Arctic Monkeys have been, like, I saw the recent one that they did. I saw like an older one that we watched together on here. So I'm looking forward to this. I trust your requests when it comes to the Patreon stuff. So I appreciate this, my friend. If y'all want to send me your links as well, you can hit me up. The link's in the description box. You get to toss me your links, get your shout outs in. You can like and subscribe here on Patreon as well. The best thing you can do is give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It pushes it through the algorithm a lot more, and it helps the channel out a whole bunch. So I would appreciate that, my friends. And I'm also going to try to deserve it or earn it, I guess, obviously. So let's do this.
Glastonbury, while I've got you, might I ask a favor of you? Would you do me a favor?
Look at this jacket.
It's actually my mom's birthday today, and she's here in the crowd with you. Is there any chance you might sing Happy Birthday, Penny, everybody?
Cool.
Happy birthday.
You can hear their accent, bro. I love it. You can hear their accent in the crowd. Aww.
Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Oh, she's a jolly good fan. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
My guy's looking real classy, man. He's got this kind of like retro thing going on here. Looks good, man. Looks good. I think this is a Sennheiser. I think this is like a 90. No, not 904. I think it's like the 900 series. That's gonna be cool, man. That's gonna be cool.
Appreciate that. Rock and roll. I think we've got time for one more tune, Glastonbury, and then we're gonna have to bid you good night. In order to finish this thing off properly, though, I think we need a little help from our friend. Just the way we did it 6 years ago, folks. I'd like to give you a hero's welcome. I'd like you to give a hero's welcome to Mr. Miles Kane, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this, man. Like, this is like this scene just looks like something like rallying the Vikings kind of vibe. You know what I mean? This is gonna be wild. So I'm trying to get into the habit of doing this, and I'm sorry to do this in your guys' time, but I'll delete this part out. Hold on. Last Shadow Puppets and the Rascals. Two bands I don't know. So here we go. He's got a cool guitar, though. I really like the guitar.
Thank you so much, everyone, from the bottom of my heart. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'm going back to 505. If it's a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive. In my imagination, you're waiting lying on your side, with your arms between your thighs.
So you see that? So he was just saying he wanted the guitar down. So as they just brought Miles out, they would have sound checked earlier, or maybe they would have just like roughed it in. And so when he plays that big, like I think it's like a flanger, like a phaser of sorts. He plays that big chord and it does that wah 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 wah, and you can see the lead singer like saying you can turn it down a little bit. That's just to the monitor technician because he's got in-ears in. He's also he might not have floor monitors either. This might just be like a screen or a light or something. But yeah, that's all that cue was. Check this out. See? That distracted me from what I was gonna say. The like what he was writing there, like he's going back to 505, whether it's what do you say, a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive. Like the whole theme of this song already, I'm vibing with. Go back a bit.
With your arms between your thighs. You stop and wait to say when you look at me like that, my darling. What did you expect? I'll probably still adore you with your hands around my neck, or I did last time I checked.
A couple of them smoking cigarettes too, and I see that Miles just threw his. Come on now. Come on now. Such interesting guitar tones, man. Like it's just like it's so like almost transient, and like like anytime you add reverb to or room sound to an instrument or vocal, it makes it sound like it pushes it back in the mix. And like there's so much of that going on, but it creates such like ambience and space and just like vibe and feel, right? Like it's given such a cool kind of like a bluesy kind of like a driven vibe still, because like he's playing the rim to keep time, and then the bup 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 on the kick drum too. Like it's got like a certain push to it still, even though like it's like these almost like ballad country or like outlaw country kind of like sounds, or like even like kind of bluesy outlaw kind of bluesy kind of guitar sounds, however you want to categorize that, but it's still got like a drive to it. It's neat, man. It's really neat. It's not like what I would expect, especially with like it's not the tones I would expect, especially with like how he's singing the vocal. He's staying like very tame, very like in his like low register. It's like storytelling almost, you know what I mean? Like it's a very cool ambiance they're creating, we'll call it.
One more time, Mr. Miles Kane, everybody.
It's a great shot of his guitar too. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. So it's a Gibson. This is probably like a 335, but it's got a Bigsby on it. So what a Bigsby is it's another form of a trem bar. So you can get what's called like a Floyd Rose, where it actually you have like locks. You have locking nuts that hold the string in place. And then for this one, you would tuck it around this bar here, and there's like a little ball end on the string to hold it in place. You would tuck it there, wrap it around, and then give it tension across the whole guitar. But then you can loosen that off. You can pivot it like an axle or something, or like a whatever, like you can roll it back or roll it up, and then it goes like this. Wow. You can detune it or tighten it, right? So it's neat though, because Gibsons are notorious for going out of tune. So anytime you like play with something like this, it just shows like a level of confidence for you and your instrument, and it shows how well you know your instrument. So I dig that. I love this guitar. Looks like he plays the shit out of it too.
Jailhouse Monk.
Man, this singer's got like a really cool timbre to his voice or something, like, cause like that da 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 da, like he's got this like low, like kind of like I don't know how to describe it. Bye. bye instead of like bye, bye, bye. Like it's like so tall. He's got this like this really like dark embouchure almost, and it's really neat, man. It keeps him like rooted in the note, and it keeps it really resonant, I think. And it's kind of like, in my opinion, it's making him sound really relaxed. Like he's singing now. He's like up in this higher register. We got like some rock and roll drums going off. Like it's dropped now, like the rock and roll drop. But he sounds so casual and relaxed still. Cry. Like it's, I don't know, man. He's got a neat timbre to his voice. Look at this. Look at the saturation coming off this stage, eh? Like, wow. Or what do they call that? Video noise, lighting noise. Wild, man. This must be like a hell of a show. There's some about strobes that look really cool. And you know what they're doing? You know what they're doing? If my light pairs right now, I'll show you. To make it look even more dramatic, they pull down the wash lights. So if I think this one's the volume. If I do this, if my lights were blinking in the background, it would look way more dramatic than if it was like this and I was all washed out, right? So like they're doing a lot of clever things to make it look more intense. Like the lights move more. The strobing effect is a way harder strobing effect, right? If you had it all wash lights, it wouldn't give the same kind of vibe. And like there's a ton of haze pouring out of this build, or out of the stage too. We're outdoors, right? Ton of haze, ton of fog pouring out here too, which would all make it look cool. But like really clever, fantastic job. Wild performance. Look at this crowd. Say the guitar just ringing out. It's neat, man. And like, I'm gonna let this keep playing here. I'm just gonna do this, because it's good for the video to let it in. That's why I'm doing this. But like, it was cool because it was like a bunch of like sounds that I would not have expected in this kind of a scenario. Like I said, like if it would have kept like a kind of a slow or like a low, not a lo-fi, but like a drawn back kind of a vibe, or like a slower kind of a feel, the whole thing, then I would understand those tones, or I would have anticipated those tones, right? But like to hear it in like something that had drive from the beginning to end, and to see how they built that roller coaster to guide us along, to build excitement. How I really should learn this guy's name, the lead singer's name. He looked great, by the way. He looks classy as hell. But the way that he just like held on, just being casual, like didn't let the like heat of the moment take over and get too intense, too much energy, any of that stuff, man. I dug the hell out of that. There's a level of like comfort and professionalism, I think, is what I'm appreciating out of this. But cool, man. Cool. Miles Kane come out and played the hell out of the guitar. I love that guitar. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a great way to end the show, man. Like the big build up, the big anticipation, the rock drop. Like bring it on, man. Bring it on. Ams, I appreciate this. I appreciate the requests and all my Arctic Monkeys friends. See everyone again soon.